Well, hello, everybody. So today we've got another treat. Mayor Jessica Fette from the City of Erlanger is with us to talk about what's happening in Erlanger and the challenges that she deals with on a daily basis. And Mayor, you're a mom, you're a business owner, and you've served on council and now mayor. You get to see all spectrums of what's going on in the community. And thanks for your service, of course. And really just want to jump right in and talk about some of the great things going on in Erlanger. So I'm going to let you just update us. What's going on and what are you dealing with on a daily basis?
Great. Thank you so much, Kris. I appreciate you talking with me today. So I first want to give a huge shout out to our citizens. I know that this is a very difficult time and you're being asked to do all kinds of new things and difficult things. And I see this community rising to the occasion. I see all of Kent County rising to the occasion. So I applaud you. I understand how much of a struggle it is, and I applaud you for doing that. One thing that I want to really shout out is our e-Angel program. So in the city of Erlanger, Judge, we have a police social worker. Her name's Becky Strauss, and she was added to our team about 2 years ago, and she really helps bridge that gap between citizens that are in need of different resources and all of the nonprofit resources that exist. So Becky has been a key player in assisting our citizens throughout this pandemic. She has a e-Angel program, and this program was developed by her. It does not use taxpayer dollars. It is completely funded by individual donations as well as our business donations that she gets in. What she does with those is provides gas cards, provides Kroger gift cards. If somebody's not able to pay their gas bill, I mean, she's able to assist on a level that goes beyond what she's ever been able to accomplish before. So we've had a tremendous amount of support. We sold these amazing Erlanger Strong shirts from NKYTs to raise money for this program. And it goes right back into the city and really helps those citizens that have food insecurity and potential homelessness. So it's really getting to the heart of some of the issues that Erlanger deals with on a day-to-day basis. And I applaud Becky for her work.
Well, and you guys should be applauded for doing that. I know that there's a challenge there every day, and probably more work than she has on her time availability. But I know that's great work happening. To that point, you said it doesn't affect your budget, but you are in the throes of a budget season. So how's that going? And this new world of COVID-19, and we're all meeting by Zoom, et cetera. So how are you all dealing with that?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. We've had our 4th Zoom meeting, and it's a slight struggle because it's a different type of conversation. It's a less personal conversation. And I'm one of those people that just loves to sit down at a table and work things out as a group. So this is a little bit of a challenge, definitely. But we're making it work. We're getting 12 council members and me and all of our department heads on Zoom. It looks like the Brady Bunch, but we make it work. And I'm so proud of all of them for putting in the effort and jumping onto this new technological challenge. But the bigger issue that we're kind of seeing, and I know that every city is seeing the same struggles, is how do we project revenues in the middle of a pandemic? With the governor releasing the dates for getting the economy back up and running, that gives us a little more of a hope, a little more of a picture of what we can predict come July when the next fiscal year comes into place. But it still is very difficult to understand how to project those revenues. What we're doing in this Erlanger is we're really digging down into each of our businesses and understanding how each business plays a role in our revenue stream. And looking at the industry. Is that business still up and running? How quickly can they get back up and running once the economy opens back up? we're trying to dig down on a minor level, a micro level. So we want to understand how each of those businesses are going to get back up and running. So we've been able to be a little more, I would say, aggressive with our revenue projections based on the types of industries that we have in Erlanger, as well as the new businesses that we've already spoken to that are coming into Erlanger next fiscal year. So we're trying to take all of that into consideration when we are projecting those revenues. I know a lot of different cities are doing something different, and I think that's okay. I think it's really based on how that city gets their revenue and what businesses do they have in place.
Well, that balancing of setting up a budget that might have been easier if things are always the same and expenses are the same and revenue, those are different worlds than what you're dealing with today. That I respect that greatly. You guys are diving into that, and then being ready for responding to your businesses if they do have challenges. You kind of know them already and can help respond to that in any way best possible. So that's fantastic. I think the other the idea that we talked about earlier also was the fact that your staff has to dig into those things. Your staff has to deal with frontline safety, police, fire, all these other areas. How's your staff doing? Are they reacting to things? Is it tough? How's that going?
They're doing fantastic. I've never seen a more impressive group of people. I'm so proud of my department heads. Everybody is stepping up. They're looking. It's actually making them look at processes and procedures that have been in place for a really long time, and kind of challenging them to figure out, okay, is this the best way that we can do this? Is there a more efficient way to do these operations? And I think that's so amazing. And I think a lot of us, not only in the public sector, but I think you see that in the private sector as well. People are being forced to think outside the box, to be creative. And one thing that Americans do so well is we are so creative. We are so innovative. So I think a lot of us, we see this as a challenge, and we love challenges. I know I do. It's very difficult, but it's a time to show excellence.
Well, you speak to the flexibility of things, and I guess we're sitting here just hearing a day or so ago what the governor's plan is for this timeline of helping to support and be ready to go back, and the businesses that have been shut down. I think every one of them is kind of ready to roll and digging into figuring, hey, what's it going to take to get back open? And you're dealing with that probably as much as any city, where your business owners are calling back and asking questions about when, what, how. Let's do this as quickly as possible. And I think everybody wants them back up in business as humanly possible and physically possible. So, are those challenges you've seen, and do you have any even anecdotal stories of something that the community would like to hear about, a business maybe that has been challenged and they're ready to go, that they want to be open, and we know that we want to support that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges is explaining to our business owners and leaders the difference between a verbal order and a written order from the governor, and how to enforce those properly. For example, we had Allie's Walkabout. That is one of our longtime businesses. Love Allie's Walkabout. I'm a patron as well. They do doggy daycare and pet grooming. They were allowed to continue doing the doggy daycare. However, dog grooming had been a verbal order from the governor to no longer proceed with those services. So there was a little bit of a confusion between the City of Erlanger, Allie's Walkabout, and then the health department on what are truly the rules. So it took quite a while to figure out, is it mandated that they cannot perform this service? So with working together, and luckily everybody is so on board with answering questions and being open communication wise, we were able to kind of figure out the landscape for alleys, to get get their services that they're allowed to perform, and then get a timeline on when they can start grooming again. And now that the timeline has been provided, which is awesome. I think what makes fear grow is the unknown.
Totally.
If we don't have that time frame, and we're not setting those appropriate expectations with our business owners, that fear just grows. And we've got to squash that fear with knowledge. So being able
Right.
to communicate with the governor, being able to communicate with you and the health department, that's just a fantastic way to squash those fears of our business owners.
I think you just nailed it. I think that's so wise to say that if you get rid of the unknown, people can have some confidence and be able to know then what the steps are going to be that they can take. Right. I mean, that's so true. Well, and I know you and all along you and your team at the city and across the board, from first responders to staff who's still working on this stuff. We appreciate all the work you're doing, and really want to we're all in this together to help each other succeed. So businesses, homeowners, and everybody in between. So thanks so much for the time today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day.